What's up, everybody, and welcome back to A Beer a Day with TK. It's a cool fall evening here in Findlay, Ohio, and the Ginger Yeti and I are hanging out in the beer shed getting ready to check out a new beer. Now, the beer we have today is called Haunter, and this is the vanilla variant, and this is from the Vale Brewing out of Richmond, Virginia. Now, this was sent to me by my buddy Pete. So, Pete, big thank you for this, man. I think he sent this to me a while ago, and I'm only now getting around to it because I wanted to share it with the Yeti, and he's been on tour. So I've been sitting on this in the fridge.
If this came from Pete, then I have high expectations.
Pete knows what he's doing with it. You know, Pete come through with the Westie, the West Veteran. Pete sent me some of the best beers I've ever had. I respect his opinion greatly. Now, sometimes I feel bad because I think he has better access to stuff and sends me better shit than I can send him. But, you know, it is what it is. Ohio's got some good beers, but I'm in a smaller town. I don't quite have access to some of the...
What's crazy is we've never found a good beer shop in Columbus.
That is crazy, isn't it, man? There's tons of breweries there that are really good.
There's a dozen good beer shops in Cleveland. I've yet to find a good one in Columbus.
I actually went to the one that was like the highest rated or whatever, and it was It wasn't very good. Don't be spilling our business secrets to other people. One. So this one here, like I said, is supposed to be a vanilla stout, which sounds pretty good. 5% ABV. Couldn't find anything on the IBUs. Ratings-wise, the only ratings are on Untappd, 3.63. So that's pretty solid.
Vanilla stout. So we have another vanilla beer.
Yeah. Vanilla and stout work together, though, don't they?
That's odd, the amount of vanilla beers we've had tonight.
Yeah, we did, because we had the last one we just did was that cookie exchange one, which was vanilla chalky kind of cookie thing, and then we had that vanilla pumpkin one that the Malted Gentleman sent us. Yeah, it's an odd number of vanilla beers.
Yeah.
Could be worse, right? I mean, vanilla's all right, so I can live with it. Ready to check it out?
Sure.
The artwork on this is pretty sweet. What does it look like, a tarot card kind of thing?
Kind of, yeah.
But it looks like it has the hands there and a match, and it's burning. What it reminds me of is, you ever see the thing, like, I don't know if you're aware of this. When you watch those old mob movies, right? When you get sworn into the mafia, you burn that card, and I think they say something to the effect of, you know, like, if I betray the mob, may my soul burn like this card. That's almost what it looks like. Look with the hand with the candle and, like, the burned up little thing there.
Yes.
I wonder if that's what they were going for. Or maybe I'm completely off base. I don't know.
Could be. I mean, there's not much on the can. The writing's kind of small. The government warning. American stout conditioned on vanilla beans, brewed and canned by the Vale Brewing Company, Richmond, Virginia. 16 ounces, 1 pint, 5% alcohol.
Now, I know I've had at least one other beer from the Vale. I don't remember if I did a video on it, but I know I had at least one more.
I've never seen this before. Please remove the label before recycling. Recycle or die. Keep cold, drink today.
Is that a threat, Vale Brewing? Are you threatening me? It sounds like it. All right, let's check it, brother.
Oh, wow.
Ooh,
that is motor oil.
Ooh, man. That's what I'm talking about. Look, Pete knows this is my gig here.
Motor oil.
Pete, my brother.
Wow, did you see that? Watch that. Watch this. Watch
Look
this.
at the color
Watch
of
this.
it.
It goes, and then comes back up. Like almost like it's like a nitrogen beer. Like it'll cascade for a second.
But look at the color of the head, bro. It's a very...
I know, but look at the head. It cascades for a second, and then it comes back up.
That is wild. All right, ready? Like I said, artwork pretty neat. I kind of dig it. Simple but effective. Color, motor oil.
Motor oil. That's 41 plus. Don't even have to get the.
Wow.
Don't even have to get the chart out.
Listen, I just felt that from wiping it up here. This is a banger. Head, a deep, rich, was it like a mahogany brown or something, man? It's like, oh, wow, look at it clinging on the sides. Do the lacing bit, bro. Look at that. Oh, my God. I don't think I've ever been this excited to try a beer just from the visuals of it. I might, like, again, we're not bringing up the chart. This is 40 plus. This is black motor oil.
Yeah, that was a really nice
nothing.
Nice
do
head.
the light. See if you get anything when you do the light on it. I bet nothing.
Walk toward the light.
Yeah, this is
no. There's nothing in there.
Motor oil, bro.
There is nothing in there. I mean, you don't see through that. That is a black hole.
Give it a sniff.
Chocolatey.
Dark, is it like a dark chocolate and vanilla almost?
Dark chocolate and vanilla. Ooh. You know what's weird?
What?
I thought I almost got a hint of booziness. Which is
I'm
odd
not.
because
It's only 5%.
I know.
But let me ask you this, though. Have you ever had the little jar of vanilla extract that you put into, like, when you bake things or whatever?
I don't bake.
I don't bake either.
I know what you're talking about, but...
That has a hella alcohol burny smell on the vanilla.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. Have you ever
Interesting.
For me, at least, the vanilla extract has almost like that, almost like an alcohol burny kind of thing going on there. Maybe it's just the vanilla.
Maybe.
Like, my wife usually goes to the Mexican shop because vanilla is very expensive, right? The artificial vanilla, it's made out of like raccoons' buttholes or whatever the hell it's made from.
Right.
But if you go to the Mexican shop, you can usually get like a nice, there's like a Mexican vanilla. But I think it always has like a little bit of that same kind of like a smell. And I think it's just the vanilla hits your nose the same way that something that boozy would do. So maybe that's what it is. You ready?
I'm absolutely ready.
We talk way too much. Let's drink
We
this.
do.
Cheers. Body is light surprised me big time because when I felt that, I felt very
Light?
viscous. I think it's not light, lighter than I had expected.
It's definitely a medium body.
Right. But it's not, I thought this was going to be huge, big,
Fair
viscous,
enough.
heavy body. It's not.
It's definitely a medium body.
Yes.
Not light.
Lighter
than what you expected.
Yes, 100%. Medium,
That's definitely a medium body.
medium, but I thought it was going to be, motor oil. Because it looked it, and when I felt it like that, it did, but body doesn't distract. It's just not as big as I thought it would be.
It's not as viscous as it looked when you were pouring it.
No. The vanilla comes through. I like it. You definitely get some roasty.
Definitely a lot of big roasty notes.
Not as much chocolate as I thought. I almost think the taste is almost more like a roasty coffee. Not coffee, but like that roasty grain coffee kind of thing. Not coffee, but that roasty bit. Yeah. Ooh, let it sit. It's almost like a burnt roasty thing after it sits for a second. This is another one. We should have left this out for an hour before we drank it, I think, man. I think this would have
We
been...
did leave it out. It's been out for a day.
Yeah, but it's freezing cold. We bought this out yesterday to drink it. We didn't get to it. And left it in the cooler with the ice packs overnight. But it's been freezing cold, so it's still freezing cold.
I would be almost happier if they classified this as a porter.
You think?
Like
the body is more porter-like.
It's more of a coffee porter to me than...
But it's not
a stout.
But the funny thing is, it's not like... I don't think it's coffee-like in that it tastes like coffee. But it's coffee-like in that it's that roasted grain.
Yes.
Hits like coffee, like a roasted coffee bean.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I would agree with that. And the body is lighter than the stout, so I would agree with that. The vanilla's there, but it's not as big as I thought it would be, because on the nose, I think the vanilla comes through quite a bit. It's subtly there in the beer, which is pretty solid. I like it.
That is very roasty. I mean, that's...
What do you like? Do you like your stouts like that, though? Do you like them roastier or sweeter?
See, I love coffee stouts. I love coffee porters.
I'm not a coffee dude, but I dig this still, because I think it's not... It's a roastiness that you associate with coffee, but not coffee taste.
See, I like the coffee taste, too.
I was expecting more of a dark chocolate on this. And maybe you have it if it's like one of those very high cacao contents where it's more like a darker, bitter chocolate, which I think maybe if that's what they're going for, then I think maybe they hit that.
I think that's what it is.
And if it's that darker, bitter chocolate, vanilla, roasty kind of malt grain, whatever that is, it hits. I like it.
What did you say the ratings were?
3.63. I think that's probably about right. I mean,
do you remember how many people rated that?
No, I mean, I can look it up real quick.
It's not that big a deal, but...
I'll take a look. I'll take a second. I'll be right in my Untappd check-ins.
Do you think 3.63 is right?
I would probably go 3.5 if you asked me. Would you go higher?
Yeah, I think it was a little low.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think 3.63 is a little low. I mean, I would think this is at least a 3.75.
There's only 258 check-ins in it.
Okay.
So very low amount. So what it says is American Stout conditioned on whole Madagascar vanilla beans. Sessionable, definitely, because the body's a bit lighter.
And
the
low
ABV
alcohol.
is not off the charts. Notes of delicious black iced coffee and the cookie part of an ice cream sandwich.
Yeah, I think that's spot on.
I could get that. Because I actually quite dig the cookie bit of the ice cream sandwich. It's my favorite. Because it's almost like a burnt roasty taste. Dark chocolate burnt roasty thing. I think that's probably...
And that's the drying bit too. Like,
yeah.
The cookie bit on an ice cream sandwich is dry.
Yeah, because the cream is
you get
sweet, thick, rich, and then you have that to kind of counterbalance it.
And you do get some of that drying in the beer.
Do you know what's funny? I don't know that I ever would have thought to say ice cream sandwich, the cookie bit, but that's spot on. That is exactly what it tastes like.
So do you still think 3.5, 3.63?
Well, and this is the thing. I mean, and this is, how do you rate beers? If this is what it's supposed to be, it's 5, because it tastes exactly what it's supposed to be. But I think most people, when they rate them, it's like, do I like it? Where do I fit it in? I would probably say maybe 3.5, 3.75. I don't think it's quite a 4, but it's way better than a 3.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I don't know about you guys. I'm not the easiest grader with beers. For me, 3 is average on Untappd. Again, you have a 5-point scale. So for me, 3 is like the average beer. I'm like, solid, drink it again, no problem, 3. Don't like it. Once you get under a 3, I'm like, over a 3, obviously the higher up, the more likely I'd say I'd drink a billion of these. I would drink a bunch of these. So I would say maybe 3.5, 3.75 all day long. And what I say was a 3.63, slightly under, but I think it's solid. I think it's about average.
Either way, it's a thumbs up.
Hell yeah. Thumbs up for me. Thumbs up from Anderson. Pete, thank you for sending this out, especially 258 check-ins.
Yeah.
I love finding something like this. This is stuff that,
Thanks, Pete. Rare find.
Yeah. And I'm glad I sat on this to share it with you, dude. And
thank you. Appreciate that.
I think Pete sent this out maybe September or something.
Oh, it wasn't that long ago.
Maybe it was longer. I don't remember. I've got beer that people have said, and I don't remember what the hell I'm doing. They just sit in the fridge. Stouts and things, I know I got a little bit of time. Something like an IPA, you got to drink pretty quick. These can sit a bit. This is pretty good. I quite like it. Certainly would have another one of these, so big thumbs up from me as well. So if you like the video, please give us a thumbs up. Hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit subscribe. Not only for me, check out the Yeti's channel, man. He's starting up. He's in the 30s now, but I think you'll take off quicker than me. I hit 900 today, but it took me 3 years to get here.
We'll see. Sometimes it's hard for me to get some videos in.
You got some time. You do some cool stuff from the road. So Anderson, if you haven't watched his videos, travels with a lot of these metal bands. So he does beers while he's on the road. It's Ginger Yeti road beers.
A lot of beers in hotel rooms.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, you travel, and that's what it's like. He did some from tour buses. Does some from different cities all over the world. I'm in the shed all the time, basically, right? Every once in a while, I'm somewhere different, but I'm always here. So check him out if you like that kind of stuff. And again, thank you guys for watching. If you have any suggestions, if you've had this, let us know what you think about it. Or if there's any other beers from the Veil Brewing we should check out. I think I've had one other one. I'm going to look real quick just because I have their Untappd page up.
You have to see all beers. Go back up.
Where are we at? See all beers?
There, down a little farther. See all beers, right there where your finger is. Now you can scroll through it.
I've had at least one. I know I've had a
It does not say so. You're a liar.
No, I've had one. I'm telling you, I've had one. Listen, I'm not.
You must not have checked into it.
I'm not going to doom scroll. If I did, I'll post it. I'm pretty sure I did. Pete, thanks again for the hookup, man. Hey, till next time.
Cheers.